Hi everybody, it's me Monica and welcome to another speed build. And of course, welcome to the channel if you are new in here. So today we are going to be building in Ravenwood in the world that we've got with the expansion pack Life and Death. And maybe you noticed at the beginning of this video, I started off the video with showing you this build during the winter time. But unfortunately, we don't have seasons included in this expansion pack. But the thing that I was using was a CBX Sims mod for the seasons in Ravenwood, so make sure to install that if you would like to have seasons as much as I do in Ravenwood. So we are building on 50 by 50 lot, so this is a huge lot and a huge build, and as you can see, it's probably my longest video. But you've been asking for a video like this for a long time, so I'm not sorry, and I'm really hoping that you are going to get your favorite drinks and a couple of snacks or things like that and enjoy this longer video that I have installed for you today. By the way, before we start, I just want to tell you that if you use my code until 26th of January for getting the Sims 4 packs, you're going to get additional 5% off. So have that in mind if you are going to purchase, or if you are thinking about purchasing a new The Sims 4 pack. So I found a house like this on Pinterest. It was like very close to this. I was literally following up the outdoor shape of it, and it was such a gorgeous house with these like red leaves, and I don't know, like I really decided to do kind of a dark academia manor at this point, but I wasn't sure, am I going to build something lighter, like more like light academia, or I'm going to go for a darker tones. So as you can see, I started off with the lighter colors of the facade and this beautiful brick, but I'm going to change that afterwards, and the whole build is going to be a bit darker. And I changed my opinion because I started watching Harry Potter with my boyfriend once again. Like, it's so funny. My cousin, she's like Gen Z and everything, and she told me that I'm such a millennial just because I'm watching Harry Potter so many times, and that in Gen Z, Harry Potter is not so popular. And I started to be so depressed. I was like, oh my God, how Harry Potter is everything. Like, I just Harry Potter is one of those movies that I'm going to watch until the day I die, literally. And I don't know why Gen Z are don't watching Harry Potter, but please, you guys, start doing that, because Harry Potter is 100% everything on this world. But yeah, I decided to go a little bit darker later on. But I literally, after I finished the shape, after I placed all of the windows, all the doors, I just decided, oh my God, this is just a little bit too light for me. Maybe I could go darker. And I swear I've got so many comments that you want to watch darker builds. I mean, I was really I don't know. I said, okay, they're in my zone and they just know what I like the most. So I decided to do this and I enjoyed the process so much. I was building this manor for, I believe, 2 weeks. Something around that point. So before that, I decided to make a smaller build so I can give you some content because obviously it wasn't possible for me to finish this in only 1 week. I don't know, maybe somebody can do that, but I wasn't able to do that. I mean that only the floor plan was like 3 hours or something. I was thinking for 3 hours how to do the floor plan. So you're going to see later on that I only put some screenshots so you can see the whole floor plan. But after that, we are going to get to decorating the space because this house is humongous. I just swear. I think this is probably one of the biggest houses that I've ever done in The Sims 4. And also, I don't even remember when was the last time that I built something huge like this. This house have 4 bathrooms and 4 bedrooms. I imagine that this house is for a family of 5, so like 2 parents and 3 children. And I thought that they're all kind of book smart, since Dark Academia is based on the academic kind of lifestyle. I just thought, okay, they're all super smart. So when I was planning the interior, I was thinking about their characters and what would they like to do. So there are all sorts of activities in this house. Like I added really a lot of activities, and we also have like a craft room, we have like small nook for reading, we have a library, we have like a mini theater. There is just so many things, but the thing that I'm probably most proud of is a floor plan. I know that I've said that I was trying to figure it out for 3 hours, but it was really worth it. It's for a big house like this, everything is very flowy inside. You're going to be able to see that later on. But the hugest problem for me was, I would say, figuring out the exterior of the house overall, like a landscaping. Because usually when I'm doing manors and things like that, I really like to go more natural with the landscaping. Almost like you could find a manor like that, ruined, left out, and things like that somewhere in the nature, somewhere in England. So this time I decided to do something different just because this lot looks the way it looks. You can see that the whole lot is almost like on this big, huge platform surrounded by the fence, like a stone fence around. So something like that, like a natural type of landscaping, wouldn't be that convenient, I would say so. So I figure out some other ways to fill the lot around. As I said before, I had a lot of problems around that, but yeah, I made this courtyard. Let's begin with that. And in that courtyard, I decided to add one gravesite, almost like it's a family gravesite, let's say it like that, because I really wanted to add spooky factor to this manor. I don't know, it just made sense to me, especially after I changed the color scheme. I just saw something spooky on this lot. So I decided that that courtyard is going to be perfect for that. But also I added like a lounge area, I added a pool area, I also added a grill area. So we have kind of a lot of different areas of this place. And also I added this greenhouse from, I believe, Felix Andre's rustic collection. And unfortunately, it looks very nice. I really love it, and I'm planning on using it more, of course. But the thing that I don't like about it is that it doesn't work with seasons. So it doesn't really act like a closed space. You can put anything inside. It's functional. You can enter all these things. But yeah, you can't really grow your plants during the winter time or things like that. So if you are planning on having your plants indoors during the winter, you are going to need to change this green garden and add the real one, unfortunately, because I know this one looks very, very nice, even though it's a little bit smaller usually, but I made it a tiny bit bigger. I just don't know. It was about the proportion, I guess. It's a huge house. So the greenhouse looked just a tiny little bit too small for the overall look. So I made it just a little bit bigger. So I was thinking that maybe an teenager, so the oldest child, could tend for the plants and for the smaller animals like frogs and just animals like that, and kind of study them, you know. So I really wanted to have this very nice green garden with a lot of plants, a lot of planters and things like that. I just saw the oldest child just hanging out there, and I don't see this child to be like the rest of the teenagers, you know, partying a lot and things like that. No, I just wanted this kid to be useful, you know, to the society, and I wanted it to be in science. And I don't know, I just saw everybody kind of around the studies and science and things like that. Also, you're going to see that I added for a middle child, so it's child. For a middle child, I added like a small laboratory. Like I think it's an alchemy table. I would say it like that. A small wizard kit or something like that. But I just wanted them to be super, super smart, you know. I just saw them as a family like that. Also, I was thinking maybe some of them can be dead, you know, or all of them maybe can be dead because we are in Ravenwood and the story would definitely fit with the house and the surrounding and everything. So make it be whatever you want it to be, you know, but those were just some of my ideas and some inspiration around the house. I really like to have some inspiration about the family for which I'm building and things like that to just create the best space possible. And right now you can see that I changed the whole color scheme and it looks quite darker, but I just really love that. And I felt it just works very well with my original vision. And I just continued in that direction. Also, you can see that I placed these tiles from Journey to Batu, but I changed that afterwards. When everything was done, basically, I changed that because I know that a lot of you are not having that pack. And also, I believe that was the only item that I've been using for that pack. So I believe that I added tiles from the organic set by Felix Andre and Harry at the end. And it's like almost the same result. So I was pleased with that. But just so you know, the reason why I'm saying this is because I noticed when I saved this to the library that it says that I used Journey to Batu, even though I tried to change every single floor in the building. But no, I missed some part, I guess. But if you don't have Journey to Badu, you are not going to even notice it because I swear I have no idea. It's probably only one tile somewhere hidden. I don't know, somewhere, I just couldn't find it. But anyways, I really, really enjoyed building this. I didn't do anything like this in a long time. And you really are correct when you are asking of me to build more builds like this, because this is so my style. I feel so at home when I'm building dark builds like that. And I don't know, it's just so fun for me, I guess, just because I find them so unrealistic. And I don't know, you can see something like that in a movie, but when you actually saw a manor like this and like fully furnished, like in darker times, like I've never seen that before. I definitely did not. I mean, I definitely live in Croatia, so that doesn't really help me with the old British manners, you know what I mean? But I never saw that. You're going to see later on that I was inspired by Slytherin like a lot. So most of the spaces are like black and green combination, like different shades of green, but mostly green. I think I added like 2 small rooms that have like red details, which is crazy. I usually really like to combine different colors, but I was just so inspired by Slytherin that I decided, okay, I'm going to go for it and I'm going full on Slytherin, So I'm really hoping that you're going to like that. And for all of you who love Harry Potter as much as I do, I'm really hoping that you are going to enjoy this. And I know that after this, I'm going to get a lot of comments like, oh my God, can you do Hogwarts and things like that? But I swear the only reason why I still didn't do Hogwarts or Rivendell or something huge and amazing like that is time. I swear it's only time, because I would be probably building Hogwarts for months, and I'm literally thinking months. I just can't. I don't know. I need time for the huge builds like that. This is probably the biggest that I can go. This is already like 50 minutes video. I really cannot imagine how Hogwarts would look like. And I would probably need to do more like 5 videos out of one Hogwarts. So that would be very crazy. I'm not saying that I'm never going to do that, because every single time when I say, no, I'm never going to do that, guess what? I just do it. So I literally stopped saying I'm never going to do that, because right now I really know that that's possibly not true. So we're going to let that be. But for now, I'm not seeing myself building something as huge as Hogwarts. Also, if I would do something like that, I would probably build Rivendell first, because Rivendell is my all-time wish to build, like Rivendell from Lord of the Rings. That would be everything. But it's so enchanted and it has all these details that we don't have in The Sims, which means that I would need to do everything by myself from scratch with the tool mod. And it just makes me anxious and I just cannot start. I'm frozen and I just cannot start. But as I said, we will see in the future. I'm not saying 100% that I'm never going to do that. And you notice that I finished my lounge area, and the majority of items are from Felix Andre's estate. But also, I used a pergola from Cozy Bistro Pack, which is probably one of my favorites that we've got last year. Now it's last year. I almost said this year, but it was last year. And that reminded me that I was watching Lil Simsy's video about like the pegs that we've got in 2024. And she was kind of ranking them, and she always does a video like that, and I find it very entertaining, and I watched this time too. And she placed Cozy Bistro and I believe Castle Estate somewhere in the middle, which I totally understand because, you know, not everybody is building castles, or not everybody is building bars. I mean, not even just Cozy Bistro, but we've got this amazing exterior pack that I just right now cannot remember how is it called. And they were all somewhere in the middle. But I really like to use that castle kit, and also the kit that we've got for the exterior spaces, like more Mediterranean oriented, let's say it like that. And I use them all the time. I understand that some people are not going to be building castles or not going to be building Mediterranean kind of builds and pools and adding waterfalls, you know. But I don't know, those combined with Life and Death are probably my top 3 picks from 2024. I noticed that I also started using a lot of Love Struck. There are just some items that goes very well with my style, so I combine them very often. You know that I can't talk about much about gameplay and how things work and I don't know, family dynamics or friend dynamics or partner dynamics or anything like that. I really cannot because I don't do gameplay so often and that much. And usually when I'm doing gameplay, usually I play only one sim in a camper and they're lonely and they don't want to be with anybody and they're just doing cool things and traveling around the world. That's basically my gameplay. And I always do that when I'm doing gameplay. And believe me, that's not so often. But I really love Struck in terms of items that we've got. And I don't know, I just see myself using it quite a lot. By the way, when I'm doing custom content builds, most of the time I'm really trying not to overuse the same specs as well. Just because then you need to have a lot of packs and a lot of, custom content to download and all these things. I get it. I know. I know it's terrifying and I know it's annoying. I did that before I started my channel, so I know how that feels like. But yeah, basically, I wanted to say that this time was also like that. But all of the packs that I've been using for a purpose, like a functionality, like seasons, or I used quite a lot of life and death, of course, because I'm building in here and it has these dark vibes and things like that. So either I used those specs purposely, or I used like one item or two items, usually like decorational pieces, because I never have enough items for this style. So I'm really struggling, and I'm often using vampires and werewolves and realm of magic and just the packs like that, where I can find small pieces of clutter that looks magical or something like that. And in this area of the garden, I decided to add a grill. So I added this adorable pergola from Pierre Sim's Domaine du Clos. And it just looked very, very nice. This part of the landscaping was the part where I was struggling the most. I was going back and forth so many times. I literally tried so many different ideas that I was really tired after it. I tried to place some platforms. I tried to do the pond. I tried the pergola. I tried so many things and it just didn't work. And after some time figuring it out, I just got this cute idea that basically everything works around the center. And in the center, I added like a table and the chairs and things like that. And at the end, it just started working, I guess. And I was really pleased how was it looking. So I decided to finally leave that idea alone and just move forward. And I remember that I was struggling with trees so much, because if I removed all the trees, that part of the lot looked quite empty to me. And I really wanted more of this beautiful fall colors that I wanted to represent in here. I'm just so happy that I found this mod for seasons by CBX Sims, because it's amazing. It works perfectly fine, perfectly normal. It's just like regular seasons. You have a color change in the nature. You have change in light. You have the rain, the snow, and everything else. Just, it works perfectly fine and the way it's supposed to work. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm really sorry for you who can't have the mods, but for every CC user, I think that's a game changer. You're going to see that I personalized this grill just a little bit. I added this counters on every side. So I used the organic grill, and then I used this Pierre Sims siding, as well with Felix Andre's counter from Paris set, I believe. And at the end, the result looks basically something like that, and it works perfectly. I tried it out, so it works. By the way, I'm traveling this weekend, and now is Friday. So I didn't have a chance to check out the functionality of the whole space. I just checked out the things that I found, you know, that mostly are not going to work. So, yeah, so I checked basically some things, but I wasn't able to check everything. But hopefully I am going to be able to check that out today before I go to the trip. Because I'm really hoping that everything is functional. I added, quite a lot of clutter, but not so much. I definitely wanted to recreate that dark academia vibe where everything is full of books and uh, full of candles and different lights, and just I wanted to create cold but warm atmosphere, if you know what I mean. Like, I used primarily cold colors, black and green, but also this place is quite cozy. I believe that if I would live in here, I would feel cozy, not so cold. But that coldness comes more from the character of our Sims rather than, the whole color scheme and the style and everything. So I don't know. That's just how I see it, I guess. Also, on this side, I decided to add an easel. I thought that Mother can maybe be an artist. So she's almost like a stay-at-home mother because they have 3 kids and they have like this huge manor. You can see the floor plan right in front of us. So you are not going to get lost, hopefully, in the house. But yeah, I was thinking that maybe she can be a stay-at-home mother and also an artist. So I gave her an art studio, and also I gave her that area outside where, she can paint as well. But you're going to see that I added a small craft room, and we're going to get to that a little bit later. But here we are in the entrance of the house, and I'm doing this cozy nook. I don't know, were you able to see it in this short amount of time? But what I did, basically, those stairs are not made in one piece, but rather I added platform. And then on one side, I added stairs, and also I combined them with another stairs. So the platform is in between. And on this platform, I added like a small nook where you can read and just, stay cozy, kind of. I just saw that idea somewhere on Pinterest. I think I saved like 10 rooms like that. And I just decided to try it out, and it was working, and I was really, really pleased with that. Also, you were able to see that I added like a small theater. I think that theater is a very important part of studying, and just of the culture. That's a cultural thing, and I thought that would be very cute to have like a small theater for kids at home, so they can kind of perform in front of their parents or their grandparents, their family basically, and be creative on some other ways, not just spending time on their phones like our children are doing these days. So I thought that would be quite a lot of fun. And for the kitchen, I decided to go for the black combined with red this time. As I said, I have like two rooms in the whole house that have some red decorations, and the kitchen is one of those two rooms. And basically, I combined all these elements to go very nicely together. As you can see, this is very kind of rustic style, rustic kitchen. So it has this marble board and also this black cabinets. It looks very luxurious. It's not maybe the biggest kitchen on this planet, but it still is kind of a very big kitchen, at least for me, who really likes small spaces. And also I added this kind of breakfast area where the microwave is and also the fridge, and just combine that with the upper floor kind of. And you also were able to notice that I added one more nook here on in the middle of the stairs. The same trick like I did at the entrance of the house. But this one I turned into a craft room. It can be for mom because she's super creative, but also it can be for other people in the family, because I added like a jewelry making and also stitching and also knitting. So there are different activities that you can do there. And also it's a super cozy space in, I don't know, I just see Sims crafting in that room. And we now are in the library, and this library is not super huge, but it has like small office inside, and it's very Gothic like, I would say it like that. It literally have bookshelves that you can find in Hogwarts, and that's one old set from Felix Andre. I think it's called Gothic Revival. But I'm still using those bookshelves because they're probably one of my favorite ones in the game. And also I don't need to place every single book, on the shelf. That really takes a lot of time. Believe me, you guys, because I often do that and it's really hard. And in the office, I added an owl. So that was kind of fun and totally like Potteresque. I would say it like that. So I was really happy to find that on the CurseForge. I'm going to link that as well with other items that I've been using on the CurseForge as always. So you are going to be able to find the download link in my description down below, and also the video how to download this build and my other builds and custom content from the same file. So I'm really hoping that you are going to find that helpful in case you have problems or troubles with finding my custom content, finding my build, and other things, So we just finished the living room. I didn't have much to say about it. It's just gorgeous. I used like this Gothic huge fireplace, like stone fireplace, because the room was humongous. And I just felt fed up the whole room with something special. I don't know. I just really, really loved it. And this is a kids' room, and this is the first room on this floor, on the second floor. And I think it looks absolutely magical. I also used the storybook nursery kit in this one. I felt like I don't use enough that kit because oftentimes I'm not doing toddlers' bedrooms. Usually my houses are quite small to middle size, and I usually have a child or I don't know. But I just don't see myself using regularly that kit. So this time I just really thought it looks very well mixed with this vibe that I created over here in this house. So I use that kit as well with other custom content items and creators that I was having in my mods folder. And mostly for kids' rooms, I used Felix Andre and Harry. I used Pierre Sim, of course, Cluttercat, and also I used Valia. I told you that I started using Valia 2 builds ago, I believe so. And it's amazing custom content creator. I just love their work, and I downloaded absolutely everything that I was able to find on the Curse Forge. So I would totally recommend you to do that, to do the same thing and download Valia from CurseForge or from Patreon. But remember, when you are downloading from CurseForge, you are directly supporting creators, and we are all getting like a small fee from you downloading our content for free. So it's for free for you, but we are still getting like a small fee from it. So if you are not Patreon members, please download from the CurseForge. That's all I wanted to say. And I just noticed that we skipped the art room that I absolutely love. I added so many things, and also I used the new kit that we've got this last year. Once again, I almost said this year, but it was last year. Art studio kit, and we've got a lot of amazing items in that kit. And also I believe that kit is probably the best overall, I mean for everybody, just because it goes so well with the base game as well. I don't know, it's just very, very good kit. And right now we are in a laundry room. I added like a small laundry room. It's super small, but it should be functional. It has all the necessities. So you can see that I added hampers in every single bathroom, in every single room next to the closet, because I noticed that if you don't have hampers around like the house, your sim are putting clothes anywhere. I mean, maybe it's just me. I'm not saying 100%, but that's my experience. Let's say it like that. So I don't know. I just decided to put hampers in every single space in the house, I guess. I mean, not in the every single space, but definitely in the bedrooms and the bathrooms. I'm really hoping that's fine with you. And this is our teenage bedroom. I would say it like that. And like all the other rooms in this house, it's very Slytherinish and it's very Harry Potter vibes. I know that I'm saying that a lot, but I was so inspired during the whole build just because I was watching for days, like Harry Potter's with my boyfriend, and I was in the mood, the whole time. I don't know. It needed to be Potteresque much, and all these pieces from Felix Andre's Gothic Revival are literally the same like in Harry Potter. So I need to be sure to use them all. Like everything that I found in the movie, I want to kind of use in The Sims for the items that we have, similar as furniture you can see in Harry Potter movies. Here we are in the last bedroom. I really like this bedroom. It's for the parents. Just because I created this wardrobe, like customized wardrobe, and basically all those are kitchen cabinets. And that's the trick that I'm using quite a lot. I don't know, did you notice it or not, but I'm using that trick quite a lot and it works very nicely. And also, not so long time ago, Cluttercat made one pack called Welcome Home, and she made these racks for the clothes. And now, you can combine them with all sorts of things. They're very minimalistic and they go so well with different styles and designs. And I can see myself using those a lot. And also, in general, that pack from Cluttercat is very nice because we need more things for our hallways and entrances to the house and just things like that. Very, very useful. So you can see that this room has a rug in front of the fireplace. So I would recommend you to either delete that rug or remove the fireplace, or just don't ever put on that fireplace, because I was doing like the tour of the video around the house and I put all the fireplaces on because everything looks much more beautiful on the videos when the fireplace are having some fire in them, everything looks so warm. And then, I was doing some footages, and at some point I just noticed like a huge fire around the place, spreading in the whole bedroom. So yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you a lot of kisses, and I'll be seeing you very soon. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future builds. Until the next time, bye guys!